All right, let's talk about focus. I've got a story for you today that is so simple, but it really proves something profound. What you decide to pay attention to can literally change everything.
You ever just stop and wonder, why is my brain such a mess? You start your day with a clear goal, and then somehow you're just drowning in worries, doubts, and a million other little distractions. It's a feeling we all know way too well.
It's the perfect way to describe it, isn't it? Every tab is another thought, another thing you have to do, another worry, and they're all screaming for your attention at the same time. But what if I told you there's a way to close those tabs and get some clarity?
Well, believe it or not, the answer comes from a pretty unlikely place, the 1993 Super Bowl. Yeah, seriously, this one story is going to show you exactly how to cut through all that mental noise.
So picture this. It's right before the biggest game of their entire lives. The Dallas Cowboys are huddled around their legendary coach, Jimmy Johnson, and he's about to give them a talk that none of them will ever forget.
He starts with this super simple idea. And of course, he's right. It's just a plank on the floor. Easy. Anybody could do that without even thinking about it. There's zero risk. And here is where the story gets really good. This is the pivot. He takes that same simple task and he completely changes the game on them. He asks them to imagine something totally different.
Whoa, all of a sudden, that easy walk is absolutely terrifying. Johnson said, now maybe only a few of you would even try it, and fewer still would make it across. But why? The task itself, walking on a plank, is exactly the same.
The answer to that why is the whole lesson here. The reason it becomes nearly impossible has nothing to do with your ability to walk. It has everything to do with where you put your focus.
I mean, it's so obvious when you see it laid out like this. On the ground, your brain is just thinking about the simple action, walking, one foot in front of the other. But 10 stories up, your mind is completely hijacked by the consequence, falling. The task didn't change at all, only your focus did.
Just think about that for a second. The plank of wood is the same width. Your skill at walking is the same. The one and only thing that shifted was where you put your mental energy. And that one little shift is the entire difference between success and total failure. So Johnson uses this killer analogy to get his team's heads in the right space for the Super Bowl. He needed them to focus on just walking the plank, not on the 10-story drop that was the pressure of the big game. He starts rattling off these really direct, simple commands. The crowd? That's just a distraction. It's the pressure, the noise, the potential for failure. He told them, block it out.
And this one, this is the football version of don't focus on falling. He's telling them straight up, starve your fears. Don't give that negative outcome even a second of your attention.
And boom, there it is, the knockout punch. He brings their entire universe down to this one single moment. Not the last play, not the next one, just this one. The step you are taking right now.
So did it work? After drilling this laser-focused mindset into his team, blocking out all the noise, all the fear, how did they do in the biggest game of the year?
They didn't just win. They absolutely destroyed them. It was a complete blowout. That score right there is proof of the power of the mindset Johnson gave them.
Let's be real, their opponents were professional athletes too. But the Cowboys, they had a mental edge. They weren't focused on the trophy or the cameras or the fear of messing up. They were focused on one single play at a time.
Okay, so this is a great story for football players. What about us? Well, the truth is, most of us in our jobs, in our lives, we're living on that same 2x4, suspended between skyscrapers every single day.
Think about it. We don't concentrate on the next simple step we need to take. Nope. Our minds are flooded with everything that could possibly go wrong. We are constantly focusing on the fall, and because of that, we end up paralyzed. We don't even take the first step.
This is the big idea. Let's call it the focus principle. It's simple. Whatever you focus on grows. Your attention is like fertilizer. If you keep pouring it on your worries and your fears, guess what? They're going to get bigger. But if you pour it on your goals, on what you want, they're the things that will flourish. So how do you actually use this? Okay, 3 steps. First, get super clear on what you actually want, not what you're trying to avoid. Second, just like the Cowboys, focus only on the very next play, the next email, the next conversation, the next immediate step. And third, keep your eye on the prize, the person you are working to become. This is really the ultimate truth of this whole story. It doesn't matter if your game is played on a field or in an office or at home. The person who can control their attention and point it where they want to go, that's the person who wins.
So, I'll just leave you with that one question. Take a second and really think about it. In your life, right now, are you focused on walking or are you focused on falling? Because your answer to that question might just change everything.